What is going on today, guys? We got a treat for you today. We're going to be doing a tow-away service of a 28-foot camper from a Copart lot. It appears that it was broke into. All the tires and stuff look good in the pictures, so it should be ready to tow. I'm going to take some lights and stuff with me in case the lights don't work, and extra stuff in case I get a blowout on the tire or something. But other than that, that thing looks like it should be just about ready to go. So we're going to get suited up here with our monkey suit. Get in the truck. I got that thing outside warming up, and we'll be on our way to the Copart lot in Big Lake, Minnesota. And then from there, we'll be heading out to Florida, so we'll see you on the road. Alright guys, so we're on the road here. We just stopped at the tire shop in River Falls. I forgot I had to do that. To drop off a couple of tires for the trailer. One needs to be patched, one needs to be tubed, and turns out the other is just totally junk, so we're gonna junk that one. Obviously we'll keep the rim, and I'll get a spare tire for it at some point. The one was a newer one that just got a screw in it, and I tried plugging it, but the road kept ripping the plug back out. So with that one, we're gonna see if they can patch it from the inside, hopefully. And then the other one, I'm gonna have them tube it. It already had a tube in it, so I'm just gonna have them retube it if they can, if it's good. It's bald, but at least it would hold air to get me down the road or something if I needed it to, especially with only having 2 out of 4 tires on the trailer right now. So I'm really trying to get back to having at least 4 on it for now until I can get some new tires here. I'll probably get those when I get back from this Florida trip, since I'll have some more money again. And I don't need to worry about buying them right now if I'm going to be doing a tow-away. So anyway, we're on the road. We're going to be heading out to Big Lake here to go pick up this camper. So I'm going to focus on driving, and we'll see you there. Alright, so here we are. The camper. I got to switch my hitch out so I have the right size ball. I'm willing to bet this is the damage they were talking about. Like it was broke into or something. So we'll have to see if we can seal that up and close that back up somehow. Tires look okay based off a quick glance. Everything appears to be in decent shape on the outside. That's kind of funny, rolling turd. Alright, perfect. We got a spare tire in case we need it. This side looks pretty good. We'll flip those in. These tires look decent. Obviously, we'll take a closer look here when I'm not videotaping. Bolt that one in. And let's check out the inside. Okay, we'll have to make sure we bolt these steps in. Definitely a little messy in here. Oh, okay, we got the hitch pieces there, kind of surprisingly. Everything in here is kind of destroyed. I think a tornado went through here. I'm not sure what happened to this thing. I wonder if it must have been like broken into or something, or something. Looks okay back here. Well, kind of. I can't tell if this got broke into or what. But holy messy. This one's gonna take some work for someone to fix. Anyway, we're going to get everything wrapped up here, make sure it's all set to go. I'm gonna move some of this stuff so it doesn't all go flying around any more than it needs to, or already has. And get my hitch set up, and we'll get hooked up and be on our way, and figure out how to close those. Obviously they might still latch, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Alrighty, we finally got all hooked up, ready to go. Everything looks pretty good on the outside of the camper. The tires looked okay. You can tell they might be a little aged, but
US 10 west for 3/4 of a mile.
But they're not weather cracked or splitting or anything like that. They have good tread on them, so everything looked good there. I will check the tire pressures when I have an air source, just to make sure that everything is good to go on them. and that they got the right pressures and all that stuff in them, which they appear pretty good, but obviously never hurts to double check for sure. Unfortunately, I have to drive all the way out to Ham Lake from Big Lake, which is about 45 minutes, to pick up the title for this thing. Since they don't have it in this office, this is actually a really huge yard, but it was just a real tiny office with like one person in it. So that's not quite what I expected, and I'm used to all the other Copart lots, but that's all right. I guess we'll just take the extra time to go get the title and stuff, and hopefully that'll take care of that. Then I guess we'll see you on the road after I get out there, get the title and plates and everything.
Head south toward US 10 West, then turn
she
left
keeps
onto
interrupting
US
me here.
10 East.
And we'll see you on the road on to Florida. All right, so it's the next morning here. Obviously you can see it's daylight out still, or again. So after we got the RV picked up here, the guy was not in a hurry to get it delivered. He just wanted to get it picked up before the storage fees would apply, and the Copart lot is not open on the weekends, so I also wanted to get it picked up on Friday there. So since I had to come back home or go right past home to get to Florida, I just went out there, picked this thing up, and then figured I could stop home and wrap everything up. So I got back home, got my tools and stuff wrapped up, got the truck cleaned out a little more, got everything else ready to go, finished up my laundry and all that good stuff, and cleaned the house a little bit before I left. I tried not to leave it too dirty when I leave. So we're on the road now, or we're about to be anyway. We have 1,777 miles to go. It's going to be a 27-hour drive. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning right now or so, and I'm going to hurry up, hit the road, and get moving, and I'll see you on the road. All right, so we're just on an entrance ramp here real quick. The fan clutch keeps kicking in, and it's running a lot, and it seems to be kind of killing my fuel mileage here. I have my winter front on, obviously for winter time. I don't really probably need it with towing, but I put it on because I was home for a while, and when I'm at home, it's kind of nice to have it on so I can still have heat in the truck a little better. So anyway, with how much it's kicking in, it's just chewing through the fuel here, because it takes so much extra power to spin that fan when it locks up all together. I'm not actually getting 14.7. I'm probably getting closer to 8 right now. I haven't reset my average miles per gallon. So anyway, we're gonna get out here and take our winter front off. Alright, so I didn't get a shot of the winter front off, but it doesn't really matter anyway. This looks like any other truck. I didn't get any shots of that just because the state patrol pulled up behind me there. I was pulled over for probably 45 seconds or so there, but state patrol pulled up and they just wanted to make sure I wasn't broke down or needing help or something. So I just told them I was taking off the winter front, and he said, all right, sounds good, drive safe, and went on your way. So he was a nice guy, just doing his job, make sure I didn't need any help or anything, so I can appreciate that. But anyway, we're back on the road now. Fan clutch hasn't kicked in at all. Everything's running a little cooler now, especially the transmission. So we're gonna keep on trucking here. Alrighty, so after getting my food there, I drove a few more hours or so. I'm up to a rest stop here now. We're still in Indiana. I still have 1,200 miles to go to Florida. Well, to the customer's house in Florida, not till I'm to Florida. Florida will be before that. Anyway, I'm going to catch some shut-eye for a little while here. I could feel myself getting pretty tired, so decided it would be time to stop. And obviously a rest stop is a perfect place to do it. It's about 10 o'clock at night here, so I'm going to sleep for a little while and see whatever time I wake up, and hopefully I'll be good to go then. And if not, I'll go back to sleep for a little while again. We'll see where it's at. But yeah, so we'll see you on the road again in a little while. So it's about 4 o'clock in the morning here now. We've been sleeping for right around 6 hours probably. So we're going to hit the road again and see how far we can get today. So we're just in Memphis, Indiana here now. You can see the sun is shining nice and bright. It's getting nice and warm outside here. It's still kind of early in the morning. So anyway, we stopped here today so I can go in and grab a shower and all that good stuff. And I'm going to probably grab some food and stuff while I'm over here. And after that, we will be hitting the road again. We still have about 1,000 miles to go. It's kind of a slow going trip. I'm trying to stick to around 55 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour to get a little better gas mileage. So I can get closer to that average of around 13 rather than getting 8, 9, 10 miles a gallon if I'm going 65, 70. So 55 it is. It's a little slower that way, but you know, it'll save me a little cost in the long run, and the guy's not in a hurry to get the camper anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that's where we're at on that, and I'm gonna go get in line here for my shower. I just checked in on my Love's Connect app there, so just waiting on that, and then we'll be on the road again as soon as I'm done there. you can see, I'm back home here. I'm just throwing this little clip in real quick because I ended up totally forgetting to do anything because I was in such a rush. I was supposed to jump on a plane immediately after dropping off that RV, but because I was in such a hurry, I forgot to do the video. So I got it dropped off, safe sound. Customer was happy, left a good review, gave me a couple $100 cash bonus when I dropped it off, so that was kind of nice. So after I got that dropped off, I hurried up, got my truck dropped off at a dealership, and then went to the airport. So I'm just going to get into it. You'll see the following clips for the airport, and we'll see you at the end of the video again. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just walking down the sidewalk here, as you can see. Obviously it's bright and sunny outside. We are in Florida currently. I believe it is Fort Lauderdale. So we were supposed to get a big snowstorm back home. I don't know how much you can hear me over the traffic, but anyway, we were supposed to get a snowstorm back at home. So I was gonna fly home on a plane. I had a Spirit Airlines booked for like $120, seemed pretty cheap. And well, you see how far I got on the flight here. I guess you get what you pay for. So I dropped my truck off at a dealership down here because I know the family that owns it. And I was gonna have them service it and stuff, and then that way I could have my truck be parked safe and sound, safe from, or more safe from theft versus being at a Walmart or something. And then it would at least be safe from towing at the very least. So I dropped that off at the dealer about 9 o'clock p.m. last night, got to the airport, and the minute I check into the airport, I get a message that says my flight was delayed by like 2 hours. And then another message, not even 5 minutes later, that said my flight was canceled altogether. So I was able to get them to refund my money at least. But unfortunately I was stuck at the airport with no transportation or anything. So I ended up finding a hotel room for the night. I got one for $54. Seemed pretty decent for what it was. So I just checked out there about an hour ago, got some breakfast at the attached restaurant, which I was not very impressed with, so I would not go back to the restaurant again. But the hotel was okay for the price. So I got my refund from the airline. Well, I will in 6 days or whatever they said. So I booked another flight for around $250 through Sun Country Airlines. That's going to be out of Miami. So I got to get 20 minutes, half hour over to Miami. But I got a lot of time to get over there. So since it's nice out, I decided I would take a little walk today and go for a walk out to as far as I can get to the airport, and then once I get there, or as far as I can anyway, then I'll take an Uber the rest of the way to save a little bit of money. So anyway, I'm gonna figure out where I need to walk here to find the next sidewalk to get down the road. But yeah, so that's the update there. I'm just waiting to get on a plane now once I get to the airport. It's actually pretty warm out today. It's like 70 something degrees out here, so good day for walking at least, and all the sitting down that I do in the truck, it's good for me to do a little bit of walking anyway, so it is what it is. Good exercise and whatnot, keep me in good shape, so work off that breakfast I just had, which not that it was very big or very good, but that's all right, I might as well walk anyway. So anyway, yeah, we'll probably see you at the airport in a little while. Oh, and the other thing is my Sun Country flight, not even a half hour after booking that, it's obviously the next day after I was supposed to leave last night on that other plane. I got an email that said this flight has already been delayed too. So I've never been on a plane before. This will be my first time flying, so I don't know much about going through airports and stuff. I don't know if it's pretty common for planes to always run late like this, or if this is just how my luck is going so far, but I guess it is what it is. So I'm gonna get over to the sidewalk on the other side of the street here and see how far I can walk still. But yeah, so that's awesome. Delayed flight, but that's okay. It gives me extra time anyway, at least. Alright, so we made it to the airport here. We're back in arcade area now. We're just waiting on the plane to get here. It was delayed by about 2 hours, so it is what it is, but I think we're about 45 minutes from when we should be able to board the plane, and then the plane should be leaving about an hour after that, so that should hopefully be pretty soon. Alright, so obviously you can see I'm back home here now. I just got off the plane about an hour and a half ago and ended up taking a lift home since I couldn't find anybody else to bring me. So we're going to be home now for a little while, a couple days or so, and then I'll be jumping on a plane. I'll probably be going to Houston, and once I get to Houston, I'm going to be picking up a 2019 brand new Cadillac Escalade, and I'll be driving that back to Florida to the dealership where my truck is currently at because they need it picked up for a customer. So they said they will pay me to go pick it up and drive it to them. So that's going to be around a 1,300 mile drive, I think. So anyway, now that I'm home, I'm going to go meet my girlfriend at work and probably bring her some flowers and stuff, surprise her, because she doesn't know I'm home. She thinks I took a plane to Houston instead, since my other flight got canceled because of that big mess. So she doesn't know I'm home. So I'm going to go change clothes, shower, and go surprise her at work and see how that goes. And then tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so that'll be all good. And it's nice to be home for the holidays, at least finally. I didn't know if I'd make it or not. I did miss the snowstorm. We got a good 6 inches of snow outside, so I didn't get to do my other job plowing snow, but it is what it is. I'm just happy to be home for the holidays, so we'll see you on the road again. Actually, we'll probably see you on the plane. I didn't get any footage of getting off the plane. My phone was being stupid, and then on top of that, it was just too hard, but that's all right. It's nothing to miss out on anyway. Not too much different than the footage I got of getting ready to get on the plane. So anyway, yeah, we'll see you in the next clip.